Well, we're here. It's finally about to start. Even earlier than it's ever started before. Gosh, it's Saturday morning.
By like 2 hours.
By like 2 hours. Welcome into Giant Bomb's coverage of E3 2018. I'm Jeff Gerstmann. We are here, and we are minutes away from the start of EA's set of announcements, EA Play. So if you're ready to see some Skate 4, I don't know. Ben Pack, Skate 4, yes, no.
Yes.
Dan Reichert, Skate 4, yes, no.
45%. 55.
That's a yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
That sounds like a
Big
yes.
swing. Yeah.
Brad Shoemaker, yes, no.
33 1/3.
Okay. Alex Navarro?
I believe I'm on record on the Secret Envelope podcast as saying no, but just for the sake of hope, I'm going to say yes.
Okay, great. I like hope. We have to start with hope.
Yes.
It's easy to come into this and be like, God, Anthem's on fire, blah, blah, blah. If we can't start with Vinny Caravella.
Positive. Skate 4 and Anthem are in one game. Tony Hawk's going to come out and present Skate 4 Anthem with it's his favorite game on the Citadel.
Yep.
And
it's Tony Hawk with a jetpack,
Mass Effect's
holding a
getting
pizza
rebooted.
and shredding on a guitar.
Darth Maul.
Yes, Darth Maul will come out.
Mm-hmm.
They could put out a
They
skateboarding
could
game
do
with
it.
Darth Maul in it.
They could.
They could.
We're going to see the return of Star Wars 1313.
Yep,
Everything's
that's
coming back.
exactly how all
It's
that
going to
works.
be amazing.
Yeah.
I am very excited.
Darth Maul is back. He's around.
Darth Maul is back, and he's better than ever.
He's hot lately.
He's got 3 lightsabers.
He's got
It's
tank
fucked
treads
up.
now.
Yeah,
What is
he's
his
got
mouth?
spider
Yeah.
legs.
So, gosh, I feel like there's a handful of things that they've said and things that we kind of know from stuff that got leaked to us early, but that I guess is kind of borne out to be accurate.
Mhm.
Unravel 2 is
Yeah,
something we're expecting to be here.
That just got rated
Yeah.
by the ESRB. So
Rated in a way that
bet.
maybe that's
M.
I
for-
saw-
maybe that's close.
I saw a screenshot of somebody playing it on PSN like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay.
Like a non-Sony employee?
I guess.
Somebody?
That's what they spelled out too.
Yeah,
Unravel
TWO.
TWO.
Huh.
Yeah. So that game actually, we were talking about it on the podcast a few weeks ago. Like, oh, maybe that's going to happen. Turns out they announced that game like 8 months ago.
Unravel 2?
Yeah,
Really?
like EA announced that they had extended that deal with the developer, and they're like, yeah, they're working on a sequel to Unravel.
Oh.
So
okay.
so there's that.
Huh.
Battlefield, we'll see some chunk of Battlefield here. Vinny, you're a Battlefield player.
Yeah, I played Battlefield.
You're a Battlefield game changer.
I'm a in Battlefield that influencer. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Battlefluencer.
Battlefiluencer.
Okay, all right.
It's,
I've got Battlefluenza.
How is that going?
Stay away from me. I'm taking all this as I can. It's really deadening my taste, but it'll hopefully work out in the end.
How's your squad?
Just a mess, just back there.
Don't
Just-
spawn on your squad.
Yeah, no, do not spawn on this squad.
I saw your T-shirt that
yeah.
said "Do not spawn on the squad."
Yeah,
Arrow
point down. Yeah. Let's see. Anthem will be a big presence here. So hopefully,
Excited.
Yeah,
Let's see it.
this is going to be, I think, where they can finally say, "Here, this what the fuck Anthem
That's right.
is."
Playable now.
Yeah.
Anthem. Announced.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
Yarny
That's
in
coming out
Anthem.
today. No.
Playable now. Very excited.
They spelled it out.
Yeah.
they spelled it out.
They'll do their sports chunks. They're already talking about FIFA. On their pre-show, they showed some people that really like it, The Sims. And yeah, I feel like that ends up being the bulk of what they show in major chunks. And so I guess the question then, becomes like, is there room for a, hey, one more thing, here's a tease of a thing we're working on.
What would
You
the big
asked
thing
for
be?
it.
Yeah, what would...
I feel like Anthem has to just be their big thing, right?
Yes.
Like,
Well,
Yeah.
Anthem's that's the safe big
Yeah.
thing. Like, what's the big surprise?
I feel like you don't
That's
want
the
to.
two-thirds
But I think
in,
that's
like-
the surprise.
Yeah.
The room for surprise becomes like, okay, well, what else is EA? Do we know that EA is working on? There's like a couple of Star Wars games. Like there's the Respawn Star Wars game.
Vince Stampella was out on Twitter yesterday teasing something.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
Like, very minor. He said, like, we're not ready to talk about all the fun stuff we have going on, but Andrew Renee convinced me to,
okay,
couple
all
of-
right, okay. If
He-
that's the
like, a minor tidbit or something.
well, okay. So maybe they show a little like here's a quick tease of that.
Here's a logo.
And I think if we see anything related to Skate, it's a tease,
I think
Yeah,
that's
I think
the
so,
answer.
too.
or it's out now.
Oh,
It's all in one or the other.
Or like it's coming like soon, like it's October
September,
or
yeah.
something.
But and I think the nature of what that product could be a handful of things. So I started going deep down a rabbit hole last night of just like, okay, someone sent me a link to an Instagram story from
boy.
the guy who was the photographer. He's a real life skate photographer who was in Skate playing himself, and he put up a picture back in May of like a 360 camera rig that had like an EA Sports logo on it and stuff like that, where he's just like, check out all these cameras, but like you saw an EA logo, so like why would that dude be next to EA cameras unless they're capturing him for a new Skate? Or are they just doing high-res scans of everyone to do Skate 3 HD? So they had to get everybody back in for that.
Yeah,
like, you know, or is it a remaster because Burnout Paradise got a remaster? And it was the same sequence of events even where they put out backwards compatible version of Burnout Paradise and then put out the remaster afterwards. Skate 3 is backwards compatible on the Xbox
And
One.
they did just turn those servers on.
And they just turned those servers back on.
65%.
Shit is happening
Okay,
around
all right.
Skate, but is that going to be an actual game or a remaster or any actual tangible product? Or are they just like, I don't know, we turned the servers back on because Earl accidentally kicked the server that was under the sink and it turned back on. Whoops.
I'd take anything at this point just because, like, any sign of life for the Skate franchise, I think, is a positive, even if it's not Skate 4.
Yeah.
Like, if it is an HD thing, it's still, like,
Right.
progress.
Yeah. And I think that could be pretty cool. I would be interested to see whatever Respawn is up to, but I don't think we'll get a Titanfall thing here.
No.
It's just because, you know, they're focusing on Battlefield. They just don't want to clutter it up.
Doesn't Stig have a team that's working on a
That's
Star
the Star
Wars?
Wars
Yeah, that's
game.
the Star Wars.
Is he working with Respawn?
Yeah.
Okay, so Stig is just on the Respawn one.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Isn't there a
and
game where you drive a bunch of vehicles around that was being
it's
worked on
Battlefield.
at some
Need for
point?
Speed, I
Burnout?
think it's called.
No, it's like a trailer of like.
Yes, you're thinking about the thing
the
that
Criterion
X
thing that's
Criterion
done.
thing.
Oh,
I think
that's
that's
coming back.
gone.
The, like,
Yeah, that was just the
helicopter
thing they were
thing.
experimenting with
Yeah.
that never
That
turned into
thing,
anything.
Like the helicopters and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I guess it could still exist somewhere, but
Hey,
yeah,
Comes with Skate.
yeah.
you know.
It's onrush.
Okay.
I was wondering if you have a message you're trying to put forth with your shirt.
You know, I got dressed.
Okay.
I put my shirts on the same way as you do,
Any-
one
one leg at a
arm at a
time?
time.
Any expectations?
No,
Okay.
I don't. You know, I think the remaster kind of came and went, and it's cool.
Good.
I would love
Still a
for
good
them to
game.
make a new Burnout. Well, whatever. I think they will have to say something about a driving game at some point, but I think that time is next year. I could see them holding off, and maybe next year they go like, "Oh, hey, we're back at it, but it's a Burnout game instead of Need for Speed or something," because I feel like they've done pretty severe damage to the Need for Speed brand over these last few games.
I just I don't know that I'm confident they're done doing damage to the Need for Speed brand at this point.
I think if they were not if they were willing to continue doing that stuff, I don't think Burnout would have come out, and I think that we would already kind of have hints that a new Need for Speed was coming here today. I just don't see it. I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
Is Dragon Age still a thing? Are they
Yeah,
working
Yeah,
we're
sure,
working on
yeah,
Dragon
yeah.
Age 4.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
backburnered because Anthem is
Yeah,
getting
gotcha.
the attention
Okay.
right now. But they
They're on
they have
record.
had people out there saying that they're doing that. So.
I think Anthem is the big finish because they have so much writing on it.
That's what I think.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
totally.
The word going around is like this is do or die for BioWare.
Yeah, well, when I say like one more thing, I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
mean like a last minute thing,
Yeah, yeah,
but I mean like I think there's like there's room for a tease.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be Anthem sized, you know, like a
They need people getting freaked out on Twitter about something.
exactly.
Yes.
And right now, you know, maybe people will freak out about the quality of Anthem or whatever, but I think we're getting going here. So
Yeah, I
we're
got
going
about
to
8
don these
seconds.
headphones.
All
Maybe
right.
some like Battlefront DLC or anything, you think?
They already put it out. It's themed to Solo, the movie.
Do you like Han Solo?
The character Han Solo, yes.
Sure.
He's a good character.
Command and Cantham.
Oh, Command and Conquer.
Yeah, that's
They
a good
should bring
game.
that back.
Yeah, they should bring that
That's
back.
one of the best games. All right, soccer.
Whoa.
Cool.
Wait.
Holy
Oh
shit.
man,
That press conference is fucked.
Get out of that arena right now.
Get those people out of there.
This is why we do this out here.
All right, this is pretty cool.
For us, what's going on there?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Everyone put on your AR goggles now.
It's just a video of this.
How cool is that? So
What? We here at EA have decided 3D is the future.
God. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come
And they
host the
realized
show.
that last
And I
year
think
was
this
total
year,
bullshit.
it'll be fun, you guys. I hope
So
you're
we got a
ready.
professional to
We're about
host it.
kick the press
And,
conference off.
like,
But
gonna keep it
before
that
we do
way.
that,
Is it all YouTubers
EA
or something
Play
last
is
year?
more than just
Yeah.
a show.
Influencers.
Oh,
Needle
yeah.
List.
Andrew
The game
Wilson was on the
changers.
stage, wasn't he?
Janita was there for part of it.
Yeah,
Right.
like people came out for
Oh,
parts of it.
Huge
But
this year. It's a full 3-day gaming
Andrew Wilson
festival
got tired
where
of people
thousands
calling him a
of gamers
robot.
can come and play
Or
games
super-
for
or
free.
supervillain.
Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up. Last
Wiz
month,
Khalifa.
but we've got some new stuff to show you today.
In fact, it's
Then
really
we're gonna
loose
move on to
word
FIFA
use of the word
19,
reveal.
And boy,
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
they have some big news, you guys. Any World Cup fans? You guys excited? Yeah,
Soccer!
awesome.
The guy with the
Then
Vuvuzela in
we've
the
got
back.
two new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem.
There you go.
And of course, yeah, we got the woos for Anthem. You want to do this with me? Well, wouldn't
Please
be
take the
fun
camera off
if
me.
I gave you all the secrets at once, right? Well,
They keep panning over to him.
He's going to morph into the hat cosplayer
I'm
from
just
the
here to,
Ubisoft
I'm
press
just here to
conference
watch.
with one more
Please leave me
pan.
alone.
You guys like World War II?
Love it.
Like is
I
a
got
weird.
the History Channel on all the time.
Battlefield. Battlefield never changes.
All right, yeah!
Woo! All right, so let's talk FIFA.
Future Drew
That's
Scanlon.
it?
Right,
Yes,
it's time to kick this thing off.
Who said
It's
future?
been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. You know what? It's been exciting. There's been a lot of speculation and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been
Generation
lots
Remix
and
is
lots
real,
of
guys.
questions.
Let me change my faceplate.
And we've heard you.
Man, Battlefield
you wanna
5
see
looks like one of
more
those shitty
gameplay
futuristic
innovations.
game shows.
You want to know how customization
versus
actually
100.
works. You want to know more
That was
about
not
how
Xiaomin.
on the second
No,
That
it
was
was good,
awesome.
but
So today, we'll show you more gameplay and why this is the deepest and most immersive Battlefield yet.
It certainly is. You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies. Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield
I was just gonna run him over.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
and gain advantages. And our renowned destruction system is back
Yeah.
and more impactful.
That's cool.
That looks
all
pretty
right.
So,
good.
Well, you can't really
snow
hide
coming
from
off the
those
roof.
Yeah.
anymore as they come chasing you.
Yeah,
forward,
fuck up that building.
As they rip through those buildings.
This is what I wanted to do with that house I was renting in
And you will now
Kentucky.
be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community.
Are we going to
So,
have
let's
trenches?
talk about our single player.
No!
Yes, let's do that. So we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about, what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and relatable people facing the brutality of war. We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow. So, our launch in October is just the beginning. You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass.
Okay. They said that, I think. Before.
Yeah, they said that. It's
Did
still a
World War
pretty big
II,
deal.
Call of Duty, did they have a
Every day-
premium pass thing?
We'll bring something new.
Yeah, they
did.
did a
And
they
as
did a
part of
map
that
pack, or
journey,
map pass.
after launch,
Oh, okay.
you'll get something I know
And
a lot
boxes.
of you have been asking for.
Darth Maul.
It's
Skate 4!
What?
Wait, what was it? I was yelling over myself.
Oh, Battlefield 5.
Wait, what is It's not called We Yell Over the press
Royale
conferences, Jeff.
reimagined for Battlefield. So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience.
Did you say Battle Royale?
So we will bring you experience.
It's Battle Royale?
that you
Battle
haven't
Royale.
played
Oh, boy.
before, in Battlefield or anywhere else.
Vehicles?
But more about that later this year.
So with that, it's time to show you what makes Battlefield so special.
They just said they weren't
the
doing that
unmatched intensity of our multiplayer
last
sandbox.
month.
They
This
announced a
time,
different
it's even
mode
more epic, fighting
that
across
involved
multiple
jumping out of a
maps
parachute,
and
but it
modes.
wasn't necessarily a battle royale.
Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time,
So I guess that's
even
one.
featuring music.
But no sound effects.
You don't need them.
Over under for how many times we hear
Battle Royale.
Oh, boy.
Like
Probably start a
today?
tally.
I don't know.
No, like
over the
over
course.
the conferences.
I think we should have a tally for
Yeah,
that.
but
We-
right there.
Oh, we do? Oh.
The chalkboard will tell the
We'll
tale.
mark
All right,
but-
great.
I'm saying a dozen.
Every
I'm gonna
utterance
say
of the phrase,
4
we
and a
tally?
half.
Okay.
What's a half?
To do over under, you need a half because you
Oh,
can't have a
yeah,
tie.
sure.
So they
Can
say
you move
battle
your-
or royale.
Can you move your mic up a little bit?
Yeah,
How's that?
A little better.
Eh, it's still pretty quiet.
Pretty quiet.
Andy McNamara on Twitter says, people booed the Battle Royale announcement for Battlefield here at the conference. Didn't see that coming. The booing, not the Royale.
Oh, shit.
it's not enough that a guy had to get hit by a plane.
Yeah,
It was
no.
the engine of the plane.
Yeah. It's like the part in Broken Arrow where Howie Long gets the... No? Okay.
It's in Broken Arrow.
It's good. You should.
Howie Long is a broken arrow.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
He gets chopped up by a helicopter.
Yeah. Pivotal scene with Howie Long and an electric razor.
Football or soccer?
So
Depends who you ask.
they did the deal with Xbox then.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Battlefield is.
I guess they kind of always
been-
have. It's just it's just so rare these days.
Yeah.
E vontade de vencer. Até mesmo nos
Good looking
momentos
grass.
mais difíceis, tu tens de continuar a acreditar. Esta é a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo. Tu és um campeão.
I wonder if this is the last year that they're going to have any meaningful competition for FIFA, since Konami's UEFA license is no longer.
I don't think any of us can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is there any way you guys could boost Jeff in the heads a little bit?
Check, check, check.
I'm bred for this moment. I bled for this moment. I done fought, prepared for this moment. Now I'm off the ledge and I'm floating. Want my name in a raptor's name, but you after pain in the past, you reign as a champion.
Check, check, check.
Easier to hear you when like stuff isn't happening.
Yeah.
Here.
Who we getting? We getting Ronaldo? Who we getting? Pele. Is Pele coming back?
Oh, I hope so. Nope, this talking trophy.
Is that the Stanley Cup of
David
soccer?
Beckham.
Pele has been trapped in that trophy.
You can take him home if you win the tournament.
Free me!
Oh, there you go. There, that.
Well, I was yelling pretty loud there. I don't know if
World
that's.
Cup.
The pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete. An icon.
Oh,
of
is there
the
an
game
actual
like
like physical
Gerrard,
World Cup?
of
Is that what
course,
that is?
cemented
Yes,
their
there
legacy.
there is in fact a World Cup.
The
Oh.
world's biggest league.
You see the Stanley Cup all the time.
I don't
didn't
think
know
that's
there was
it.
a World
I
Cup.
don't think that's it though.
And a special
okay.
thanks
I
to
mean,
the
it's
legendary
it's
Hans
it's an
Zimmer
incredible
and
likeness.
LA's
But
own
yeah.
Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision
Wait, did Vince Staples cut the FIFA trailer?
in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
It's
so the
where
Konami
football's
license for
biggest
UEFA
heroes
is
like
expiring this
Ronaldo
year.
and
Okay.
Neymar
And so
clash
now it's in
every year.
FIFA.
Aha.
And it's the place where champions.
So that's what I was saying. Is
rise.
like, will this be the last
And
year
you've been
that
asking for
Konami
this for
has
a
like a
long
credible
time,
soccer
and we are
game?
I thought.
thrilled
Did I see they were just killing that series
that's
outright?
why
I don't know.
Without
I
the
mean,
license?
they have one
across the
this
game.
year.
Okay.
But
There'll be
But I
an
think this
authentic
might be
Champions
actually
League
just the
tournament
last
mode.
one.
could be.
Your
I don't know.
club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League glory in your story mode, The Journey, and in FIFA Ultimate Team, there'll be live
That really only
and
leaves
authentic
basketball, where they have
Champions
any
League content.
competition at all.
And we'll share more
Sports.
details on that, along with all our other
Wait, are
Ultimate
they doing
Team
basketball?
features later
Yeah, they
this
did.
summer.
They're back to doing live.
And all
Okay.
that's just the
Semi-regularly.
beginning.
It sucks though, right?
Okay.
Well,
was
it
the last
got-
one better?
The last one was better.
Yeah.
Every year or
They
And this
took
year
like
we're
a
giving you the
2-year
tools
break
to control
between
the pitch
a
and
couple
They
of
did
them.
one last year and they did one the
From
year
your
before
tactical
that.
No, the year
approach
before
to
that is when they
actually
didn't
each
do one.
technical touch. And we know how passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and
Put some
refine
in
our
this
vision
time. It's not just card packs.
with input from our community. From hands-on
Doesn't that
tests
card
with
thing make like a
beginners
ton of money?
to
Yep. Oh, yeah.
detailed
Oh, yeah.
feedback
Yes.
sessions with FIFA
I think
pros.
FIFA is the one that does the
And
best
we're
with
going
the
to be sharing
Ultimate
a
Team
lot more
stuff.
about gameplay
Okay.
throughout the summer.
Also,
but what I can
probably
tell
the
you
number one
right
reason
now
that
is
your
the
Xbox Live
quality
account
bar
will get
gameplay
stolen.
was
Yeah.
raised yet
Oh,
again
really?
What do you
this
mean?
year.
Well, I mean, I think Fortnite is making a real
Well,
run at that.
maybe
but yeah.
Fortnite now.
Experiencing the
I
game
think
on
the
hands-on
FIFA packs are a good
sessions
way to
this
launder.
week. And also, of course,
Oh,
we're
really?
extremely excited for
I don't
everyone
or
to
commit
play
fraud.
I don't know what the crime, what the
Yeah, there is-
actual scam
And that's
is.
our
but
Yeah.
yeah,
There is crime
there's a
being
while
done.
there that
headlined
Weird.
by the UEFA Champions League.
Soccer crimes.
But I just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect. Standing next to this trophy.
So
a
is
little
it the
bit
real one?
surreal.
It might be. Huh?
You know, growing up, there's two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning.
The Slammy.
And for your club, it's this
Piece of
one.
the aggro crag.
Yes,
Pursuit
yes.
of Champions League glory.
Moira?
Wait, what's the other one?
But for your country, it's this trophy.
Oh,
What's that?
That's
The World Cup.
World Cup.
Wait, that's the World Cup. What the hell is
the
the thing on
UEFA
the...
Champions
And with the
League
tournament
trophy.
starting in
Because
just
UEFA.
5 days, we're
The
excited
United-
for the world to compete for it in FIFA
It's just
18.
one of the other major soccer leagues.
European
League.
Football
All of us
Association.
on our
Okay.
FIFA team can't wait for the start of the World Cup. And we want to celebrate with FIFA 18 players, which is why
Also, the World
we
Cup
just
starts next
updated
week,
the game
apparently.
with a
Yeah, I
free
think so.
World
Is that like every
Cup
4 years
experience
or something?
Yeah.
PlayStation
Yeah.
4,
Also, did they
Xbox
really
One,
write it in that like
PS,
Lord of the Rings font?
PC, and Nintendo Switch. But you can take Ronaldo and Portugal to their first World Cup victory. Or you can write your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this year.
Like
Or
America.
you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country, like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only 350,000 people would ever qualify?
They did.
And you can feel
I
their
mean, you only need
excitement.
11.
A winning 11, though.
The winningest 11.
Oh, is that what that... Okay.
Apologies to any England fans in the room. That might still sting.
Is that the guy who had the bad statue made of him?
What's
And
that?
Lena
The
isn't
famous
only
bad
one who's
statue?
excited.
Of
Oh,
that-
Ronaldo? Yes,
That's
there is
that
a
guy?
famous bad. It's a plaque, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free.
Cool.
We just emphasize that again. The whole game for free.
No, but guys, you can play it.
So to kick off
Please
the trial,
clap.
we've got some of the
It's
world's
still a
biggest
soccer game.
creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
Does this sell in the U.S. at all?
And this
Yeah.
summer
Yeah,
will
very
bring
well.
so
Really?
much more for FIFA fans. Plenty of FIFA 18 content
Soccer's big.
centered around the World
In
Cup.
the US?
And
Yeah,
we'll
soccer's
bring you
big.
all the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank you, and auf from Island!
Ah, gosh.
Is that a threat?
I'll download it. I got it. All right.
Jesus. All right.
I'll play. I wish they had mentioned Battle Royale. Just like, guys, you know what was the first Battle Royale? Soccer.
The World Cup.
The World Cup.
100 teams.
100 Pelés are dropped onto a pitch.
I'd watch that. But the old one's free now, right?
Yeah.
18, 19 is the new one.
Trial.
Gotcha.
Good morning.
Ah, there
Here
he
we
is.
go.
EA Sports.
Oh, he's going casual.
FIFA
Wow,
19.
super cash.
The FIFA community never rests.
The new model.
20 million people from 60
Did John
countries
Drake dress
playing
him?
competitive leagues this year. Well, the FIFA team never rests either, bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play.
These David Cage
and
games
our
look better every year,
second
guys.
one. And we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you.
Still haven't really nailed the human emotion
Yeah, I
thing,
was going to
though.
say, still can't get the scripting right.
I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest
I feel bad.
disruption
He's
to
probably
the
a nice
consumption
guy.
of entertainment media in the last 5 years
I mean, he looks great,
is
honestly.
the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers,
How much do you think that
watching
haircut
movies,
cost?
watching
A
TV,
lot.
listening to music, reading books has never been easier.
Reading
And
books
we
has never
believe
been
that
easier.
disruption is going to be a
I guess that's
Yeah,
true.
they make movies now based on the books. You just watch them.
And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our
Yeah, this is
pioneering
like
into this cloud
streaming
gaming
stuff.
world.
Yeah.
For many
Yep.
people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms. For others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities of
What is
play.
that device?
across
Wait, is that a
full
phone?
range
Totally
of
a phone, yeah.
platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week, we've got
Wanna
a
play
tech demo
Titanfall
running.
through video stream?
All of our
On
games
his phone.
streaming in HD from the cloud to
I mean, as long as you have a
multiple
good
devices
internet
that
connection.
you'll be able to try
Anywhere,
out for yourselves.
anytime.
A
with
really
a-
good internet
Yeah.
I'm
connection.
sure where they keep
And
showing
unlimited data or Wi-Fi.
But
sure where they
it is
keep showing a
promise
non-EA
of what
game
we
like
hope
inside
to bring
in
you
there.
in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Is
The
Inside
second
on
part
Origin
of
or
that
something?
Yeah, maybe
is
they
subscription.
developed through Origin.
And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premiere.
You can't just
So
keep
three
adding
things you need
shit.
to know about. Origin
I'm holding
Access
out for
Premiere
Origin
will
Access
bring
Premiere
you all
Plus.
of our new
Seriously,
games,
well, that's
gold
starting
edition.
with Madden NFL,
Origin Access
back
Premier
on the PC for the
Origins.
first time in over a decade.
Okay.
We're making a football
then FIFA
game
19,
computers.
Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get
just
access
Farah
to the
from
Vault, our
Overwatch.
library of over 100 games from EA and other publishers. And third, it will launch later this summer. So that's a little
Access
later in
is
the
already
year,
a
but
paid
if you want to
service,
get
right?
started right
Yeah.
now
So
and
you pay more
experience
for
the
Premiere?
benefits and joys of subscription,
streaming?
I
you'll
think there should be
know
a
a
higher
free
tier
trial of
of-
Origin Access, our base
What is the
subscription
normal access?
this weekend.
It's like early. You get
Thank
like
you, and have
early
a great
stuff.
Oh, they have that thing on consoles.
It's
too,
like
right?
it's like the
same thing,
Xbox.
just
It's like the
Origin.
Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah,
just
thing that lets
get-
you play like a few days early.
get
that
it-
kind
well,
of
you
stuff.
also just get a bunch of
But
games.
it also doesn't give you access to their new games. You get a trial
access. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So this sounds like it's more like, hey, all of our games will be playable if you are a subscriber to this
Right.
service.
Right.
Like the full games?
Yeah.
Okay.
While you're a subscriber.
Right.
And not just streaming, though, right?
Well,
Like-
I don't know. That was the part that I don't know that they got
Yeah.
into because they talked about streaming stuff, and that will certainly be a factor or part of it. But I don't know if that'll be the only part of it. It'll be like, hey, download the PS4 version or the
Right.
Xbox version.
Is that Dragon Age? Or is that does Anthem have Dragon?
Yes.
Either is believable to me.
They had some dragons.
Does Premiere with an E on the end and without an E on the end mean different things?
Hey, everybody.
We'll see it both ways.
What's up?
Yeah.
So I'm
Like
here
theater,
seeing
ER,
The old Premiere.
Yeah.
Friday play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm
Help.
feeling great.
Like a happy and healthy part of the Electronic Arts family.
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah. So,
Those guys in the back
you
are
guys
not
may have
excited.
seen that Vince was
Stop looking directly into the
tweeting
camera. Stop looking
yesterday,
directly into the camera,
and there
dude.
has been a bunch of speculation.
Hey, Benjamin
So,
Bratt, stop
why
looking
don't
into the
we just get
camera.
right to it?
You don't tell me what to do.
I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the
Darth Maul's
internet is going
skateboard.
wild right now.
I hope so.
Who likes Terrace Kasi?
Star Wars
It's
name
back.
is
Crickets.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo!
Knights of the Fallen Order?
Jedi.
Fallen Order.
Jedi of the Fallen Order?
So it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
Whoa! No! And maybe it's a Fallen Order Jedi.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Well, it takes place during the Dark Times. Trying to be a little vague here, but
So the prequels.
when the Jedis are being hunted, so
Darth
it's
Maul.
going to be spectacular.
So for all the
think
hardcore
this is a Darth
nerds
Maul
out
game.
there who want to know like where in the timeline,
between, like, 3 and 4?
which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, all right, between
Fucking
3 and 4.
nerd.
That sounds like a nice time. You got any other
Great
tidbits?
It's not a nice.
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
Bad time. It's gonna just be all.
Is that code?
It's amazing.
I can't
All
believe
right,
we
so
sold
I
the
think
company.
people anxiously
It's a
wanna
dark
know,
time.
When can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
Sorry to dash any hopes.
This is great.
But
Please-
now that we
please leave
know,
me
we can
alone.
Set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thank you for stopping by the
God
show
bless
today. We do have a little
Just
bit more
stays in the
news on
crowd.
Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Awesome.
So Vince does not give a
Yes,
fuck anymore,
yeah.
right? Okay.
My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Please stop
I'm really
sending us
happy
dead
that
fish
you're here today, so
and
thank
other
you so much
unpleasant
for
items.
listening to me for a little
We
bit.
understand.
So,
We made the
launched our
changes.
game,
We got
as
that envelope
requested.
full of powder you sent.
Clearly,
We
didn't
got the
get it
message.
Quite right. So
I made
instead
a
of
video
coming
game
out
that
of the
made
gate
the
sprinting like
government
we
get
really wanted
involved.
to, we had to take a step back
Oh, wow.
and
He's
make
basically said we
sure
didn't get it
that
right.
we
Yeah.
were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And
You play as Ewoks?
You shoot?
thank you.
Ewok?
wanna shoot
We
Ewoks.
wanted to give the fans what they wanted, so we added an Ewok mode.
Ewok hunting and skinning mode.
We've got a Christmas special coming this holiday.
So as
you
you
get
might
They literally
know,
have 5 seconds
Yeah,
to finish
just roll
this.
the same
our
5-second
Han
clip
Solo
over and
season
over.
with content from the movie coming next week. It's
Ah,
headlined
sweet.
by the new
Movie's
planet
really
Kessel,
killing it out there,
a
so I'm
really
sure everyone's
dangerous
really
place,
psyched.
And it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing
young?
a
Oh, it's
new
young Solo.
squad
Yeah.
system to the game,
I mean,
which will allow
if I could
you
play Donald
to
Glover in a
team
game,
up
I'd-
much
that's not
easier
the worst thing.
and play with your friends.
I think really like my Atlanta adaptation
We're
that I'm working
also
on.
adding a new Starfighter
It's a
mode
CRPG.
focused
Yep.
around dogfighting Witcher hero ships.
Good looking
And
game.
looking ahead a little
Dogfighting
bit
Witcher
more,
heroes?
we will also be
Also,
delivering
you
a
really
Oh, there's
needed
that
more
again.
footage.
Yeah.
If you were going to talk this long.
Like, this game is out. I don't know how you don't have more footage. This game is out.
Chewbacca
and
wearing sunglasses?
attacking and taking out capital
He's cool
ships.
now.
Okay.
But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets.
Shut up.
from
It was a big
era.
sigh.
I'm trying to make a Battlefield game here,
Very
guys. I don't have
iconic
time for
Star Wars
this.
conflict.
All right, so
I'm
here's
excited
Saturn.
to confirm
What
that
new
Battlefront
heroes would they
2
do?
This year, we'll be going deep into the Clone Wars.
Okay.
Jango Fett.
I mean,
It's
if-
only fitting
it's like the
that we
cartoon
begin
or
on the
the
Yeah.
planet
series.
Geonosis,
Oh, right, right.
featuring
There's a lot of
multiple
good characters
levels,
to pull from there.
including
Yeah.
the largest level
Don't
we
they
have
look totally
ever
different though?
built
Like they're all like
for
cartoony?
Battlefront.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see them.
So let's talk
adapting
about the
them.
heroes and villains.
General
First,
Grievous.
let me introduce
Oh God, I hope.
the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous.
Fuck Darth Maul. He's got 4 lightsabers.
It's true.
My own
Some might
personal
say this is a
favorite,
Grievous
Jedi
inclusion.
Master Obi-Wan Kenobi,
I'll play as
Prequel Weaves is going wild right now.
finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years. So, but we're not done.
Finally.
That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader
Count
of the
Dooku?
Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku. as
Fucking
well
Dooku.
as
Stupidest
someone to
character.
bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
They're gonna get the Hayden
Oh,
Christensen's likeness.
I mean, he could
Team
use
at
the
home
check right
is
now.
extremely excited to be
he do
building all
anything?
of these cool things.
Yes, we'll
EA
talk about it
and
later.
I are committed to Battlefront. We had a rough start.
I think there was some legal
but
trouble.
I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game.
All that stuff is free,
providing
right?
us with your feedback.
Isn't that their
talking
model?
together,
All the
we will
maps,
make this the
events and
greatest
stuff?
game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you. May the force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
Huh.
Yeah.
There was a
whatever.
definitely a resigned tone to that.
Yeah. Apology tour.
I mean, listen, a lot of people worked very hard on that. I hope.
Yeah.
It's real shame that things went poorly. Hey, look at this guy.
Like a perfect storm game with Yarny.
Yarny's back, Jack.
What the fuck was Yarny doing on that fishing boat?
Look,
no.
Unravel didn't sell as well as people hoped.
Times are tough.
Yarny
man.
needed to get
You got to find
his
work where you
income.
can.
He's on that
Weird.
This
Yarny,
time,
deadliest catch.
Yeah, it was a weird take, but
we've added General Grievous.
The Bioshock Island.
There's always a lighthouse.
That would be fucking cool.
Yeah.
They're just like, I don't know, we made a Bioshock game and it's Yarny.
The guy in the audience screaming,
man.
yeah,
Is this the
Yarny.
Yarn
I
guy
think it's the
again?
Yarny guy.
Hi, it's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people.
And also yarn.
In our new game, we tear that bond up. Right
The dark yarn.
You lose
Finally, the dark
everything
middle
to
chapter of
the
Yarny's journey.
But when things are at their darkest,
Oh.
you find hope.
What's the name going to
And
be?
you form a new bond.
Stringy.
And your spark
Blue Yarny.
is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure.
Is this like Fled?
So welcome
Yes.
to
Yes, this is exactly like Fled. Which one is Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah.
It's a game
Come on,
about
Yarny, we got a Fled.
fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend, but there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn and
floaty?
working together to get through this adventure. This game, it's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful.
Talking about the
we
slow
think
flip
it's a
jump
worthy
reminded me of
success.
Toe Jam and Earl 2, and I got really bummed out.
I want to
I'm like,
show it
oh
to you now.
no.
So I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage. He's a producer at Coldwood. And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
What?
Cool.
I
expected Michael to just look at him and go, you ever play The Lost Vikings? Like that.
So this wasn't prepared. There we are.
Huh. Don't mind our debug menus.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
So when
Hey,
you
look, they
play
got there.
Oh, that's
Oh,
you
ah!
pick up the other character and carry them along through the more
like one of
those-
fast-paced.
Looks like one of those bodies exhibits where you
Guys
just
are
see the
getting high
like
as
veins
hell.
and stuff.
And we actually tried to include a bit more of those because
Oh,
we
shit.
figured that
Oh,
since it's a
fuck.
co-op
Fuck
game, we
that.
wanted
Yo, that bird looks like an asshole.
And I wanted to like that first game so much.
I did too.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Fun
It
and
didn't
exciting.
play right
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
a lot of spots. But it looks good as hell, and it's a good concept.
And
And then when
I
you
support
get to
this
the
very
more
sweet
puzzly
man and
areas like
his
this, where you're-
artistic
Yeah,
vision.
I'll
You can
totally
split
give this one a
apart into
shot.
two and switch back and forth between the two characters.
Okay, so
Because
you switch.
Pretty cool.
That's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game.
The
that
cookies and cream.
We're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in at this point.
God, that chicken.
I wonder, are you just switching
So,
characters
yeah,
by
he said-
yourself?
Yeah.
Red one?
Kind
Okay.
of like how you could do Elo Milo. You could do co-op or switch back and forth.
Yeah.
All right, so it's quick drop in, drop out.
Celebratory flip there.
It's really pretty.
It looks very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
The first game looks
The depth
amazing
of it,
too.
Yeah.
But fuck that bird.
Yeah.
Playing it safely now. Oops. I'll swing. All right. Nice. And I'll catch you. There you go.
They must have rehearsed this so many
Can I
times.
swing now? Okay, you go ahead.
Like co-op grapple mechanics is
Yeah.
a really cool idea.
Yeah, just like
Okay,
a
this is
mobile
the
grapple
scary
point.
part. Let's see if we can do it. Got it?
Did either of those Bionic Commando Rearmed have anything like that? Like any co-op type
Oh,
stuff?
okay.
I know it wasn't quite like this, but
Yeah,
did the second one
I
try to do some shit?
I didn't play much of the second one.
I didn't like the second
It was
one.
such a bummer.
Oh,
I want to say
well
that
done.
2 players at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go up and distract the grouse. I'll sneak up here. Okay, your turn. Yeah, look at me. Here you go. keep him over to the left. Now I'll go.
I'm just kind of mesmerized by the bird.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel
Just
bad for the
pivot.
bird.
Yeah.
Real good.
Like, what does it actually want?
To eat yarn?
Like a cat would eat yarn. Why
Yeah.
not a bird? If you saw a walking around yarn
can breathe
monster
again.
thing, you'd probably want to eat it.
Probably just thinks it's a bug.
Peck at it at least.
At the very least.
Yeah. Oh shit!
So that's a quick little look at
All right.
Unravel 2.
Sure.
That looks cool.
And
Give that another shot.
I hope they tighten it up because
Yeah.
like the physics stuff not quite working right.
It was almost kind of like a Little Big Planet thing. Where
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
everything about it is so likable, but
Yeah.
like the floaty stuff.
Yeah.
was-
Just didn't
Before I
feel
go,
good.
I
Yeah.
just want to send some love to the team back home because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort on so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you.
You have a really
to
elaborate
those, and
hand
thank you to
Yes.
everybody
Yeah, I
back
remember that
home,
from the first
and
time a couple years
Thank
ago.
you. Love you.
Oh, huh.
My yarn.
Get a name. I wonder how like the dual wall jumping thing will work with one controller.
Well, if you can carry the other player,
Yeah, you can
I
mesh
wonder
the
if you
two
can-
together, I think.
But they showed them like going like crisscrossing.
But that was
up
when they were
tree.
playing together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking game.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll be local only. Seems
Yeah.
probably,
Probably.
right?
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at Coldwood. The game is really strong. These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right.
There it is. Cool.
You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting
both
today.
Yarnies.
The game is finished, it's out.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't understand what you meant earlier, but now I do.
Back in 2015, we started
Actually,
this
one of the
journey with
devs being
original
like,
Unravel.
I have to get back to work.
Pick up the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage
Oh, we
representing
remember.
his team at Hazelight and A Way Out. And I think we all kind of remember that. And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did.
Really want to
Anyhow,
invoke that. Okay.
In March, that game caught fire.
point, you gotta own it.
It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it.
We saw over
alright.
2 million
all
players
loved
play
it.
first.
It's okay at times.
And A Way Out is such a huge
I think it
success that
sold
Joseph
pretty well,
and his
didn't
team
it? Really?
are
Yeah. That's
what they're saying.
expanding and moving into a new
Yeah,
studio.
there's a concept there I really like.
Well, he
but
said
Stories
2 million
like this
players,
drive
but
our industry, and it's why we will continue.
it's actually 1 million.
to
He's
work
just
with
you have to play it in
independent
co-op, so
developers
they
and
assume that there's a second player there with you.
Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
got him.
Say Sea of Salt.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Patrick. I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards, like our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited.
No, maybe a little drunk.
Calm Blue Ocean. Calm Blue Ocean.
Haven't slept in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
EA really cornering the market
We
on
are, you might,
on
devs
a
kind
small
of losing it
indie
on stage.
studio
incredibly
from
earnest,
Berlin.
nice devs.
Yeah.
We are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about
Look at that
our
Kraftwerk
game.
shirt.
Yeah.
When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This
All right, that was a turn.
is the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how like the concept seems to just float out of me like right into the hand and onto the paper. I think this is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and family see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kane who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger, some would be better off a little smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
I think they made the right call not having her go off a teleprompter.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I've been on a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. I'm gonna go.
It was captivating.
Yeah. I'm gonna go hug my family.
It's empty and cold.
I like the look.
Yeah.
The loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul. I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son. I've just chased you so long now, I'm too weak to run. A new day is here, but nothing.
Like gameplay-wise, it's not similar, but I'm getting like very Papo EO vibes
Oh,
on
yeah.
this.
I tremble.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is
Yeah,
yet,
yeah,
but
right, yeah.
that is a strong early pitch for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now basketball.
The same game.
But I'm not the only one. We are the one. We can shut you down, and we can put you on an island. Crossover. Gather.
They showed that outdoor court for a second, and I was like, "Oh, are they gonna make a new NBA Street?"
Oh.
No, there's a whole street component to live.
But also, what if they made a new NBA Street?
I mean, yeah, that'd be sure.
Yes, I would love that.
Say it how you want.
Remember when you could unlock the Beastie Boys and a Yeti?
Yep.
That was cool.
Those games were all right.
Yeah.
Who would you want in a modern version? Who's the now celebrities you want to put in a basketball game?
Beastie Boys and a
YouTubers,
Yeti.
nothing but
characters.
YouTubers.
Yeah. Remember that Mario, Luigi, and Peach in the GameCube NBA Street?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It looked so weird.
Yeah.
Like
Have
Mario
you seen-
dunk on Carmelo Anthony.
Have you seen the promotional stuff of like Mario playing against Nadal for Mario Tennis?
Yes.
That looks really weird.
Yeah.
My squad.
The NBA Live 18 was like fine. It was a playable basketball game. It feels like they are actually moving that series in a positive direction. So
My name's Shay Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Mountain Belt.
The goal of mine is to grow into young man.
Oh wow.
Oh, BM.
What?
It's a big night for young Kiv. He's been
Who's BM?
He pooped on him.
Bad manner.
Yeah.
When you don't like shake their hand back.
Oh,
I thought you were meant bowel
esports.
movement.
Same thing.
Throws it low. T.Y. drops it.
That was a phenomenal read, and Trini's got the lead.
Do they do stuff like that in esports where like guys will do the like
Oh,
no
yeah.
handshake and
Oh, yeah.
like disrespectful
Yeah.
stuff?
Oh, disrespect is rampant.
Really?
Yes.
Cool. You can get a doctorate in it, apparently.
Oh, really?
Not all the time.
No. No, there's plenty of people who are perfectly nice. But, yes.
But there's like feuds and shit?
Certain players are like infamous
little bit.
for it.
Okay.
I mean, it's a competitive thing. Of course that like rivalries are going to develop.
Okay.
Most of the time, it's just a very like salty, just like I'm shaking your hand because I have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like rolling your eyes.
Gotcha.
Oh, young kid, not young kid. Sorry.
They got Juju out there. All right.
Where's the Coop God?
Also, Young Kiv.
Okay, baby, how you doing?
I've been good.
A championship belt? That's a pretty good looking belt.
Wow,
bad.
already starting. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys can see, king of touchdown
pants.
celebrations.
They're cool pants.
Those are really
That's
cool
pretty
pants.
fire.
Wait,
I like that a lot.
Which one?
As you guys
because
know, this is Young
they're
Kid,
both happening.
Madden 18, Madden champion. Like,
I disagree.
give it
I
up
think
for Young
only
Kid, dog.
Juju's
Give it
pants are happening.
Not into it.
Young Kiv, how has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
It's I've always been a competitor.
You know,
when I was
I
in
don't
high
know.
school,
I love video games.
I'm really high. I'm sorry. I just.
So then I picked up.
You know, I
Madden,
grew up
and
playing
at
Madden.
First, I was really bad.
I
I
was
was
Really
still
need to
playing
just
Madden.
like
online, but I kept
grip
at it
that belt.
more
You
and
got to
more
hold
time
it like it's yours.
Eventually, I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Wow. Okay.
Not that big a
So the
decision.
key to be the #1 player in Madden is to hurt your arm in baseball. That's #1. #2, you said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to a tournament. So like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
Well, this is a great
Go. We're out here
message.
chasing
Yeah, chase that money.
Ceremony. He just didn't go
Electronic
to the ceremony.
arts,
I
the
mean,
bank,
didn't
motherfucker.
graduate.
I mean, still, I skipped my graduation to go to my first E3.
It's been tough. I've had
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
know.
devastating
I skipped
losses.
graduation to go
I've
to
been
CES.
So close
They're
many
just-
times.
yeah.
I made the final on TV and got blown out by all those losses. It made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's how I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is so amazing. There's a lot of, you know, bling on that belt for you.
Belts, hold up your pants,
Well,
man. It's a
today,
title.
EA Play, you know,
Strap.
first look at the Madden 19 trailer. Super excited. It's going to be so fun. It's lit. I honestly wish I can stay right here and talk to you guys forever, but I'm not going to board you guys. We're going to go out.
Too late.
I'm going to try to take this belt, you know, round 2.
Tough
So,
crowd.
we're
That's pretty
out.
easy.
Yeah,
He's the champion now.
Okay. Not really chasing that anymore.
worked your whole life to get to moments like these.
You skipped your graduation.
You worked hard playing baseball.
You battled through the pain.
They say you're grounded, but really you're not. You bought the ripped pants.
All just to get to this place where you've been told legends are born.
They lied to you.
You fall.
Peyton Manning still playing?
No, this is Eli Manning.
Eli is still
Yeah.
okay, still with the Giants.
Yeah, still with the Giants.
See that it was really
good sweat.
Never about.
Isn't there like a dopey third Manning?
Yeah, he doesn't play football.
Right,
though.
right.
Dopey Manning.
They're all Dopey Mannings. There's no non-Dopey Manning.
Sleepy Manning.
Yeah.
Doc Manning.
Doc Manning.
Football. You were in their position. Would you let the moment define you?
Wow, that was a bad tackle.
He used the truck stick.
Yeah, should use the truck stick.
Do they still have?
No Cleveland quarterback would have survived that.
Is the truck stick still a thing?
Dude,
don't
ask.
I do believe
What?
you can
Yeah,
truck
Ben,
stick
is the
in
truck
that
stick
game.
still a thing?
I feel like there's more of a story here
truck stick
that I'm
expert.
unaware of.
The truck stick killed his father.
Oh, okay.
Alex! I'm sorry. I hate to put it out there. I just...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Red.
They got Nathanius. He runs one of those radio stations?
How you doing today?
I switched to IceCast. It was just, the development was just a little further along.
And give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live winner-take-all
Oh, good.
head-to-head match.
This is everything I've wanted. A live shoutcast of a head-to-head mobile game.
Straightforward.
Streaming.
Streaming.
Yeah. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination, unit automatically moves there. The
Oh,
most
it's-
efficient
what
way
is
to
this?
destroy the opponent's
I
base
thought it was
with
gonna be
this
Madden.
giant
Yeah.
nuclear
Yeah.
missile
So did
on the
I.
center of the map. Control the
That
missile by
transition was a little
standing on
weird
the
because I really thought this was going to be mobile football.
Yeah.
They talk about mobile football during the pre-show. They just announced it, like Madden Overdrive or
Yeah.
something.
Takes 2 missiles to destroy the enemy's base.
Wait a minute.
Win.
What is this?
Is this Clash Royale?
Sounds right,
Yes.
Michael? Well, enough
God
talking
damn it.
about Let's get to this match.
Did they give a name for this?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, ladies
I want
and
to see if
gentlemen,
it's
we
just
have an
out.
awesome matchup
Are they going
lined
to
up for you
like
here today.
ram this into the
Fighting for
Command and
blue
Conquer
side of the
space?
room, if you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is.
Faker.
Make some noise for In Control.
Brad, when was the last time you played Clash Royale?
I've yesterday. Is he a star?
Are you back?
Yeah.
He's back.
You're playing again?
I have hung out.
dabbled.
I've hung out with this dude. before.
That was the GDI logo.
Yeah,
that was totally the GDI logo.
Yeah.
Competitive mobile gaming
Wait,
phenomenon.
there was a GDI logo?
Yes.
Coming to the stage, Nick
What the Red Alert universe if they're going to do something with it?
This guy's name Nick at Night.
Yeah. Barney Miller reruns, motherfucker. Gonna read.
Now, Mike, it's going to be a real clash of these gaming styles.
Yeah,
Nick,
Clash?
That should be a great match.
Wait, are they making Command and Conquer Clash Royale?
Are the players ready? Let's.
There-
Well,
I
you
feel-
got
I
your
feel-
wish.
I feel like there was some talk about a CNC
Monkey's
mobile
Paw
game.
situation.
Yeah, this is bad news for me.
Isn't this everything you ever wanted, Dan?
No.
It is Nick at Night. I told you
Yeah,
guys.
no, it's, yeah.
I broke free of Clash Royale. Is it good, Brad? Is it good again?
Uh,
or is it still good?
was
it
it
was
ever
always
good?
It was always good.
It's definitely
No.
better.
Always good.
I had to stop.
It was always a good game with an awful business model.
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Nothing too crazy.
That's Siberium.
Yep.
If you
That's a fucking nod
Yeah.
building. Oh my.
Well, they are very close to each other.
This is
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Sit a little bit first in a strategy game, that flank position.
This is not Command and Conquer.
No, of course not. Like, what did you
You
fucking
think we're going to actually make you a Command and Conquer game?
This is on phones and doesn't look like Command and Conquer at all.
Here comes GDI.
I mean, no, it looks like Command and Conquer.
Okay, there is currently no Command and Conquer game on the App Store.
Units that you're going to use when you deploy them will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy.
Where's Ric Flair? Where's Tim Curry?
Yes.
Okay, so there's economy
Placing
at the
the
very
turret on
least.
the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest.
This looks like Clash Royale.
Yeah, it
You're
kinda
getting
does.
Tiberium
Yeah.
to pay for units.
The most important objective on the map is to hold
I'd
those
play
I'll try it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
try. I'm gonna
I'd
try
play
this.
this.
I'm gonna try this.
Like that style of game is fantastic on mobile.
Yeah.
And now he's redeploying his vehicles to the south side, bringing
I
out
feel
more
like-
infantry
Will Kane be in it? Will
No.
there be? Will this be a really big download because of a bunch of high-res FMV segments? Like no.
I'm
but-
kind of dreading both because, like, if it sucks, it's like, oh, they brought Command and Conquer back, but it sucks. But if it's really good, I'm gonna get sucked into this fucking Clash Royale hole again.
Push back
Yeah.
Tell me
I
about your
don't.
Clash Royale hole.
I'm
the
conflicted
south
about
side of
this.
Missile passing halfway now.
Oh, there
Both
it is.
zone, two
Okay.
zones in control of Nick at Night. He will have the missiles. We see it starts to point towards In Control's base.
Let's see if
So,
In
what-
Control can get around.
Is it like
that
a
south
rock,
corner,
paper,
able to
scissors
hold
thing
that
where you're
missile?
just kind
He
of
does
pulling it,
contest the missile,
speeding
putting
out
it in the yellow
units
position.
that counter other units?
This?
Yeah.
You have just described the genre.
It's like the balance of if you're fighting other units or trying to attack the building.
I mean, there's like a lot of placement, like, oh, I'll put this tank ahead and these tiny like little
If it's,
guys that throw things behind them.
And then when they blow up, you bring out the thing that blew up your thing.
If this is like Clash Royale, the extent of your interaction is just dropping the unit and then they do their thing. It's not like an RTS where you're moving people around.
Well, it looks like these units are moving after a fight.
3 different zones.
Oh.
It's kind of more like tower defense. It's like a mashup of tower defense and RTS.
This seems different enough from Clash Royale.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, see, he just dragged a unit over there to another
It seems
hex.
that they looked at Clash Royale and said, how can we
Okay, so
make
these
this a little more interesting?
These units will stop and you can redirect them and stuff.
Looks like it.
You can destroy these like nuke
So like you
silos
win
or
the
whatever.
zones and you get the economy from if you control the zone.
Okay.
All right.
Can you attack harvesters? Probably not, right?
Full disadvantage that he's had so far.
Nick at Night is trying to get in there, but there's a great.
That still
turret
sounds weird
Oh,
to me.
you can send them anywhere on the grid, on the hex, any of those hexagons.
Yeah.
It looks like you can
Oh.
send them, but then the colored ones are a resource.
Nick at Night showing Dobie Gillis.
Big mistake.
Yeah,
Big
huge mistake.
So can you build harvesters?
Meanwhile, two more
I mean,
tanks
there are
coming
harvesters
out.
up there.
Yeah, but I wonder if you can build more to like increase your.
I mean, the guy Nick at Night has no harvesters going, right?
Trying to scout out
Oh,
and see
man.
what your opponent
Maybe
is
it's like
doing to
they
get
auto build harvesters if they get blown up, so that they don't have to waste UI space.
This might be good.
Yeah, I mean, Clash Royale is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely try this.
I'm clowning, but I mean, this makes all the terrible sense in the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looking to set things back the other way. In Control trying to rally his forces around. He doesn't want to engage.
I mean,
with
the
just
genre is
one
fantastic. It just comes down to the business model.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's EA, so of course it'll be.
Yeah, it's questionable.
And this is how EA brings back old IP.
Yeah, they
this is
did.
how this-
What did they do? Ultima?
Man.
Yeah.
Right? And what was the other one? Oh, Dungeon Keeper. Right?
Dungeon Keeper,
Yeah.
Okay, so we're far enough away from like people's anger for those two
Yeah.
games that they're going at it again. So
There he is. Yep.
There you go.
You
He's
can
hitting the-
attack
he's hitting the
harvesters. Okay.
Okay.
It's a good move.
So it's about controlling those missiles, because the missiles are the only things that can attack the base.
Oh, you can't get all the way
man.
across? Okay.
Nick at Night's got one charging up. Oh, so you control the point and it turns around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're trying to get that build up.
and two missiles wins.
Okay.
Going to fire.
It can be
That's
stolen
80%.
at any.
Where is it going to go? Is he going to be able to get it off?
He's got it back.
There it is.
He's gonna take it. Defeating Nick.
Huge,
at
huge
Night.
disappointment.
That was epic.
Amazing. What a match. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Any thoughts, guys?
Well, it said pre-alpha on it,
I
so
just
this
came
isn't
to
out
make
today.
native tanks, so I've done my job. Yeah. Absolutely.
That was
Thank you
awesome.
so
We saw a
much.
little bit of everything right there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for
Is that everything?
Nick at Night and In Control.
That's it? What's the name?
Don't say it's everything.
I skipped my graduation to be here.
Worldwide reveal of Command and Conquer Rivals. Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy experience
Okay,
for
look
mobile.
now, Brad.
We're giving players complete, continuous control of their armies in quick,
Like
competitive
you said, it's
head-to-head
pre-alpha.
matches
Yeah, they had a pre-alpha
that are
icon on the
fueled
screen,
by
like a
skill
thing
and
on the screen.
strategy. Now, Rivals will be
Man,
coming to
bummer.
iOS.
No
I want to
F&B.
download that.
But I'm excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today.
God damn it.
So head to the Google Play Store, search Command & Conquer Rivals. The studio has been having an absolute blast playing this game, and we can't wait for you to play. Please let
I have
us
a
know
Kindle
what you think.
Fire. Will that
Thank
play
you.
Android games?
Probably.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Might have to sideload a different store on it or something.
Oh, okay.
Is this the Anthem?
Well, yeah,
No. This Command and Conquer?
Yeah.
I did not hear anyone at any time say, "Got a present for you."
Rockets away. Wait, is this a trailer for the thing we just saw?
Yeah. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Nope, they've got 5 Command and Conquer
Yep.
games. developed.
Yes,
That's right.
please.
Generals, too.
Eh.
Rockworm.
Why didn't I bring a rockworm?
All right.
Yes!
RPG Kane.
I'm back, motherfucker.
They really should have just got the actor to be on a green screen
Yes,
for that.
yes.
Holy
100%.
shit! They made a virtual Kane.
$4.99.
Gotta be
Yeah,
Kane.
right. Yeah.
We closed the show with a spectacular epic anthem. I wanted to
Well,
share
I
a few
played for
final
20 hours a day during the Easter event, and now I've got Kane.
thoughts. Work with some of the most creative people.
I just got an egg that looks like
Come to
Kane.
work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams, and what I can say about us, is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so, as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice, is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly. That no one is given an unfair advantage
really
or
feeling it.
disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment.
I feel like he's
And
reading
most
bullet points
importantly,
off of a
that the
survey.
games are fun, that we move past
would you
the
strongly
grind,
agree with
and
this
that these are
statement, or
experiences that truly
It has a very
enhance your
investor
lives.
meeting kind of cadence to it.
And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday threat. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support. Thousands of us at EA and millions of you together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for the incredible privilege of making games for all of you. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
The gods vanished.
Dragons.
And left our world in chaos. Creating. Altering. Destroying. The anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
The Muse song?
Very Muse-like bass at least.
Something is out there. It wants to destroy us all.
Totally is.
It is.
Oh wow! Have we gone from like this weird cover of like the
somber
to
covers.
rock anthem covers?
We will take no further questions.
We're gonna get K-HUD.
What's a K-HUD?
I would assume so.
Casey Hudson.
Oh.
No.
Wow. Panel.
Oh, here we go.
What was that trailer? You guys, I've seen it a couple times, and it's still cool every time I see it. So I know all of you, like me, have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm going to bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson,
go.
Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzart.
I kind of only have one question. What's Anthem?
Seriously, what is this thing? What do you do in it?
Yeah.
We haven't seen any gameplay from
Guys
this, have we?
Guys, thanks for coming out today.
They showed a
Thank you,
gameplay demo
show,
last
right?
year.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yep. It's going to be very exciting. So, Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump
What's
right
your
in
favorite
and get
swear
started
word?
with you. So now, we know that you all started,
motherfucker.
or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years off. But before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right.
Spend some time on the Giant Bomb
First
cast.
of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans, so it's been super satisfying to come back to it. And you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio, and that's kind of where it started with Anthem. Is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game, and we wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover. You know, a whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change.
It's going to be one of
every
those
time we
things
came
where we
back
don't
and
see or
played.
learn anything.
We also wanted to do something
No,
where
they'll
you
have
know,
like a
if you
chunk.
wanted to
Okay.
invite
Where they're
your
really
friends
gonna do
into
it.
then you
Okay.
could do that as well. So that was really the
35%
initial vision
chance
of the
we learned
game.
nothing about you here.
Not
Okay.
a multiplayer game with story sort of bolted on this side, but something new and different. And I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it
Like a
into
website
the
where you
core
can
of
read the
game.
lore.
That's what we tried to do with Anthem.
Maybe an app.
It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing
Our
the
world,
same
my
thing.
story stuff so far
And this is
sounds
what
kind of
we
like when they
mean
first
about
revealed
our
Destiny.
world.
Is that like
It's a
everyone's going to have a
shared
story
world
about how
we
they got
all
their gun, but
experience
then they don't
together.
really.
Or
So
it,
then
it
when I
sounds
finish
like
my
the Old
mission,
Republic, where
I
they were
come
like,
back
oh yeah,
to
when you
a
walk
base, like
past
Fort
this
Carson.
barrier, all the other players disappear,
And
and you
this
see a
is a
cutscene.
single player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some
That looks
characters,
fun.
I experience the choices of my
We have
actions.
jetpacks.
And this is where your
Yes!
story really lives and breathes.
So you're not. It's not
And, like,
multiplayer
this
anymore
way,
once you
you know,
enter
I
the
Yeah, it seems
world?
instant, like for your character.
Like the Division.
An agency
Like
of a
this-
single
yeah,
player
like you
story
can team
with
up,
the fun
but
of teaming
like
up with your friends
social
to play
spaces.
co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first
bet.
things that we hear when, from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually
You're gonna fight the
add more
Shadow
story
Broker.
for years to come. And it could be anything.
You are the Shadow
A new
Broker.
moment
Oh, fuck.
with a character that you've grown
gonna
to
fight
love,
this colander.
or
Dude,
an
what if Garrus is in it?
event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well,
The
I'm
Event
certainly
Horizon?
not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either.
Do you
So
see?
Becky,
That concept art just
from a writing
exploded.
perspective, you are the lead writer. Can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
It's
Well,
really
what's
fucking hard.
for us.
A lot of stuff to
and
write.
Not just the writers, but all of the
It's
devs,
not that
the
this is
designers, the artists,
uninteresting,
is
but
that
the idea
we're
that they're doing
creating
this
something
and
new
not
and
just like,
mysterious
here's a
for
gameplay
players.
demo that
Yeah.
you can use
So
to infer
at
a
the
lot of
heart
this stuff
of the
really
premise
sucks.
of
Like there's a
Anthem
place
is
for
the
something
world
like this,
left
but I
Yeah.
don't think it's
unfinished
when
by
we
the
haven't
gods.
really seen what this game
But the
is yet.
gods
This makes
left
me just feel like
behind
this
their
is
massive
very
tools,
far
and
away.
those
Right,
tools
yeah.
Well, it's at
often
least
conflict
2019 far away.
with this unknowable force called the Anthem of Creation. And the chaos of those things
Like the
pushing
Iron
against
Man-esque
each other
flying, like the
means that
jittery
the world
arms
is
and
constantly
legs and
being
stuff.
reshaped in
Seems to
new
be the
and
only part of gameplay they actually have, like,
violent
ready to show.
storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a
There were a
dangerous
couple of
environment
shots
that
with
you
HUDs
need to
in 'em.
wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be
They
safe.
really like that character standing and just fucking
Look
amazed
how
at
big
everything.
all this other shit is. Uh-oh. That dude's real small compared to all this.
Intellectual property or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms.
Shit,
What's
more.
the process of creating a game like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. And then really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page.
Someone just put on like the They
so
Live
what we try to do
glasses.
is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start. And then once we think about those things, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff.
We
And
gotta
what
make
unlocks
money.
us creatively
That's
is think
hard.
about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there, we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the
They're also doing the thing that they did
with
Battlefront, where
They're
they
showing
are
the
just
same
footing
footage.
through the same
It's meant to
footage.
feel alive, like it's
that's
happening
And even
right now.
concept art.
And so the world
that's
is always
a bad
changing,
sign.
Yeah, I would
whether the
really love it if
storms,
they just reach under their chairs and grabbed a controller and,
That'd
were
be
like,
nice.
and we're just gonna play through
Like,
it.
hey, we think that we've got a mission here that will help you understand
drop
what we're
into
going
the
for.
world almost in
Like,
real time, a
but we'll-
dramatic event that changes the world for
They literally
everyone.
just showed
And
the
Like, yeah, no, this church looks great, but like, come on.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool.
There's a
the way that they
Prometheus
sound like they're
ass-looking
gonna come
ship back
together.
there.
Yeah.
But even though there's obviously a lot
Dude,
going on, it really all
boy,
comes
this
back to your
sucks.
character.
Seriously.
So let's talk about who
It's
we're
just
going to
a
be playing
huge
as.
downer.
Like, this
and
looks
why we're
exciting.
fighting
Like,
this
I'm not
piece.
This
shitting
game
on
will
the
probably
game.
be
Like, the game
Are
looks,
freelancers.
it looks
It's just
nice.
that
It
this
sounds
presentation
good,
feels
but, like,
that's how you end your.
to get to the end of this press
Exo
conference and not go,
I
boom, here it is.
I just can't help thinking about the last time BioWare kept not showing a game for way too long.
Oh yeah.
But on top
How'd
of
that go?
that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, have they've discovered a way they think to weaponize the Anthem of Creation, and so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
So you need to stop
No,
the bad
I've heard
guy
about this power armor, a
and
couple
save the
different
good guys.
things. Is
Oh,
it-
okay.
is it
Oh, like maybe they
suit?
gave
Is it
the
javelin?
gameplay
What's
to
the
a
canon
platform
term?
holder.
It could
We
be.
call them javelins, and there are
I don't-
4, and they each have unique abilities.
Okay.
There's
Okay,
the
all right.
Ranger,
Information.
I want the one with
and
the
then
cape.
there's the Colossus,
Titan.
the Interceptor,
That's what I
and
want.
finally the Storm.
Ooh. Yeah, there we go.
So,
These are just
each
X-Men.
javelin
You were
gives
just
a
naming
different way
X-Men.
to play the game. But the thing to remember
Got a
is,
Wolverine.
like, that's not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot.
Gambit.
Or
Which means
you can play as the
decide
power
which
pack,
suit
all
you want
four.
to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage it, or the javelins that your friends are using.
I'm gonna be Storm.
So
What's with the
really what
legs?
this allows us to
They're
do
cool legs.
is
What?
we've built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the
Captain
Ranger
Planet?
now.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Ranger is very
All right. Okay. All right.
able to,
That looks fun.
to do a lot of
Numbers. Numbers are good.
Use really designed for
Okay,
up close
all right.
and personal.
See, there we go. We
combat,
got there.
uh,
Thank you,
on
thank you.
the
All right.
part.
Third person shooting in the air.
The
Cool.
Colossus is heavier, more specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
I'm just going to say the Storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too.
one
So
with
the
the cape.
javelins look awesome, but we're going to take a couple questions right now. So Casey
Show me all
tweeted,
guys.
some of you may have
Oh,
seen,
Q&A.
asking for people out there to send us
Remember
your
when press
questions.
conferences had Q&A?
Yeah,
like 15 years ago.
Like, hi, I'm with the Wall Street Journal. What is the video? Oh no, this is from Twitter. Okay, got it. Got it.
Customization options will be available in Anthem.
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves both through
Yes, you
customizing
can
the
modify
way
the
that
characters.
their,
Did you
javelin
really
plays,
need to?
theater,
Is that
and,
something that somebody like? I've got to write this on Twitter. We've got
Look,
to.
it was the only question they got that didn't have cusses in it.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that one was effective. Did you see the N7?
We want
Yeah.
teams to be able to do this as well.
Also,
and
Ava.
because you're going to be using a javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
The javelin is the suit?
It's the, yeah, what's whatever
Actually,
type of suit,
Jay
yeah.
Legato has a question connected to customization. monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics.
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power. So that means no ability to spend money on gameplay.
I hate that we have to highlight that, but yes.
But
good.
more important than that, we want to make sure
Any
that
company
Anthem
does.
is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
A couple middling expansions and a really good one that you have to pay $40 for.
I'm going to be honest.
You're really going to like Anthem too.
You're about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem is going to work?
Yeah, it really is about the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So I think here we're going to see the Colossus, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay. If we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, in melee combat.
Far, all their footage
and then here
seems
you've
to be
got
from
the
the same
ranger
mission.
shooting down from above.
Combo.
Ultra combo. Special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
That looks cool.
So it's interesting because at the Slate
some
Tones
abilities
wants
on
to
the
know,
HUD there.
how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with
character
other
stuff
people
looks really
feels like
nice.
a
Yeah.
choice. So for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that.
It'll
Now,
actually
going
be
out into an
first
open
person
world like
in this
this
part?
by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than if the team
If they
of
do it
four
first
people.
person, they
And
can
we've
do
really
pre-rendered
tried to
video and
balance
not
the
have
co-op
to
It might not be
design
first
it around
person.
your character.
Well,
people
maybe it
that
is.
don't normally engage in this kind of thing.
But
So I
yeah.
really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, you showed a little gameplay. What about a lot of gameplay?
Kathleen, I think you're going to set this up for us?
They seem to be turning this around.
So,
That's good. You brought a clip.
You and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The
Really?
Scars have
Have
put
we?
together an acid-based super weapon, so you got to take them out. So you start in the
Acid-based.
Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah, then you just get into your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
It's an odd thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand them feeling like they needed to get some people on stage talking about it at length.
Or they needed to, like, they felt they needed X number of minutes about this game because of how big a deal it is for them, but
Yeah.
the gameplay wasn't there.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Freelancer, time to get to work.
Freelancer?
They said these bastards made some
Yeah,
kind
that's,
of
they
acid
said that's
using
what
it as a weapon.
characters are.
So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
And you don't get health benefits?
You can respawn, it's fine.
The final boss is taxes.
Yeah.
Right.
Closer to permalance.
The fight is 1099.
This world seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
A lot of color.
They didn't really talk much about loot,
What's
did
the
they?
plan here?
So when he flew through the waterfall, he got a cooled status. So I wonder if there's going to be like a jetpack heat. If like heat management is something.
It's like that SSX game.
Those are good numbers.
Yeah.
Want to see a combo?
Right. Checking out the Scar Camp some more.
Look at all the weapons. Oh, and the turrets. Better move quickly.
Okay, so you got a ghost. You have an Owen.
They should have got Peter Dinklage.
God.
Oh, cool.
I'll come back to that later.
Yeah.
Underwater stuff is neat.
That looks fun.
Yeah.
So just like
Nice.
a main weapon, small weapon, rockets.
Make a jetpack. Just go over it.
I wonder if you can fly anywhere.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
There's a shaker relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you?
Don't do it.
See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby. Be careful.
Combo. Yeah.
Return them to the relic. You've got to silence it fast.
That weapon sucked.
Yeah. I know. Strong turret.
It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position. On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.
Switching perspectives is kind of
A little jarring.
Yeah.
confusing.
Any of you guys got a headset on? Hey guys. Hello. I'm gonna go head down here.
I always dance here before we run in.
Maybe the storm could be. Yeah, thanks. Head in there.
Real bulbous.
How cool was that? I'm so hyped, you guys.
Yep, and that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019 on Xbox One.
That is not far
PlayStation
away.
4, and PC.
Not that far off.
Mark your calendars,
Is that the same day Crackdown got pushed to?
Thank you so much again.
Same
to
month.
Casey
I don't know if it's the
and
same day.
For now.
Team. I know you guys have that awesome theater outside, so I will see you guys there.
All right.
Okay.
Give it up for Casey Hudson,
They turned that
everybody.
around. I'm excited for that.
That's like pretty soon.
Yeah.
I also
There's
want
less
to give
than a
a
year.
big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause.
They should just push a skateboard onto the stage right now. Silently.
You saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score,
They put out
you can get your
Populous.
free trial
You
of
can
FIFA 18
get a copy of that.
today.
That's a great
And
game.
Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of
Maybe
cool,
you
not
can.
available
Android,
stuff
right?
that's
Yeah.
out today. Is
Wait,
anybody ready to go home and
Is
download
there
anything?
something
No?
else coming out today? Is that
You're
where
like,
we're
I just
going
want to
with
go
this?
outside into the fan fest. I get it. So I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin. I'm going to head
Nope,
outside
that's-
and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and
Keep
watching
your
the
streams
press
going
conference.
is such
And
a
have a great
Yeah.
weekend.
weird 2018 E3
Don't
thing.
touch that dial.
Yeah.
Does that mean, is she
We're not-
talking to people who are streaming? Or is she
No, she's talking to people who are watching
Or
stream.
both?
Yeah. And no
Hey,
skate
it's a catch-all.
Yeah, it really is.
All right.
So, very few surprises.
Yeah.
Command & Conquer thing was
Yeah.
real weird.
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm probably most curious about here.
I am super curious about that.
Yeah.
You should get back into Clash Royale.
No.
That SOS game.
Yeah, I want to see
Yeah,
that.
looks
Yeah,
cool.
that was
Yeah.
anything.
I mean, Unravel 2 looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I
And
hope
it
they
being
make it
out,
I hope. Yep.
is a neat thing.
Battlefield looks like Battlefield.
But then on top of that, they didn't really show that much of it.
Yeah, really.
They said they have a battle royale.
Yeah, they said that, and they showed that they said they were going to have like some of the single-player gameplay at Microsoft.
Yeah.
The World Cup is 5 days away, so what we decided to do
That's not a soccer jersey.
with some national teams.
No, it's the
Mexico,
LA Dodgers
Germany,
soccer
the USA, and decide
strip.
who will be the champions of the Creators
Huh.
Cup. And I'm not
Okay.
alone. We got some special guests. The first one.
No Skate 4.
No.
Yeah.
How's it feel to have snatched
Like,
from you?
there are a lot of games that I want to play from this, but I don't think anything happened during this press conference that I thought were like really exciting.
This
or
seemed really
surprising.
thin. Yeah.
Yeah. Like very predictable, I guess.
Count Dooku?
Oh, right, Count Dooku. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Grievous.
Did not expect to hear his name during an E3 press conference in 2018.
No. Vince Impella uncomfortably sort of trying to talk his way around the next Star Wars
No,
thing
I
they're
would
working
say
on.
he seemed incredibly
Yeah.
comfortable. Like, he seemed like he was having a good time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man.
Jedi Fallen Order?
Yeah,
of the Fallen
Yes,
Order.
Jedi Fallen Order.
It takes place in the dark period.
The pre-Disney period.
Get off your phone.
Can we just mute the speaker here?
Don't hear about this?
We don't need to hear about the FIFA tournament.
Anthem looked real cool, but
Yeah, I think some of the impact it could have had was robbed by how they structure the segment.
Yeah.
Like not to just like get into just like production notes, but that's the 100% backwards way to do that.
yeah.
Like show then tell. Like this was like you got the impression that they were like, well, we need to make sure that people know that this has a BioWare story in it.
Yeah.
So we need to really get people out there and drill that into people, and then show people shooting people.
But I still didn't feel that. Like, I
No,
don't think it
I'll
got-
tell. Yeah, you're right.
I
Like
did
I
not
don't think
feel
they
drilled.
actually
Yes.
sold me on that. If anything, like the state of the universe and the idea that they're like, hey, we want to have a multiplayer game with a single player story in it, then it's like, okay, well, this doesn't seem like a vast RPG.
Right.
This seems like they mentioned player choice, but
What does that actually mean?
right?
in
What
this
does that actually
context?
mean?
It sounds like Destiny. It sounds like
It
go
really
out there.
does.
Yeah.
Sounds like go out, do your mission, come back to the town, and talk to some
and
people.
yeah, and you'll see some players in that hub,
Yeah,
but
right.
whoever you're teamed up with is who you'll see out there, and maybe they have
Or maybe the hub changes, based
or
on
the
your
public
thing.
spaces and mission spaces and something like that for kind of public quest type stuff. But yeah, you're right. It definitely you get that kind of Destiny vibe off of it, I guess.
I mean, it's such a Destiny vibe that I even have that same feeling of, yeah, all the stuff around the character classes and character customization seems real cool, but boy, do I so far feel absolutely nothing toward the antagonists or like the thing.
Well, they just haven't shown enough.
Yeah,
Like,
like
they barely know what they are.
It's just even in like the little bits you saw of the combat,
like the enemies they
monster
were fighting,
design,
you're just like, okay, I don't
okay,
like
yeah.
this looks like that stuff is.
There's nothing to latch on
fine.
to there yet.
Yeah.
The big enemy reminded me of Lost Planet almost.
Sure. Like,
yeah.
I guess the armor is kind of interesting, but it just doesn't feel like it has much of an identity.
Yeah,
and if it's stuff where you're just like, if the identity is what you bought and skinned on the armor, that's like, the idea is like, check out this loot I got.
Right.
That's
Like,
the identity.
I mean,
is
like-
I got the end game loot because my identity is I played this for 20 hours a day.
But like when Mass Effect first came about, it was like, all right, it's 70s sci-fi. It sounds like Vangelis did the soundtrack.
Right,
Like I'm
right,
not getting a lot of elements out of this like that, where it's like, oh, this is a unique thing.
Yeah.
It's just like robot suits in a jungle.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks very.
It looks very nice.
Yeah. I really like flying and going underwater.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like that stuff
Really
looks
cool.
great.
Yeah.
Like the combat looked fine.
Like the
Yeah,
wildlife
it-
stuff seems
it like
cool.
lacks cohesion. It's just there's not one thing tying it all together.
Like, do you think that game has romance options?
Mm.
Like I don't. Which I actually I don't think I need that. Like that's not.
I don't.
I
need-
feel like that's something you've said. Like, oh, that's BioWare is a game where you
Sure.
can fuck.
But
and
That's BioWare.
you're
No,
tempted
that's
to go
accurate.
like, oh well, like where's the sex in? But actually, I'm looking at like the more they show of it, I'm like, I don't think this is that game, and I don't think I need that.
No.
I don't need that, but I need something. Like I need there to be something in between missions beyond what.
So like a heavy petting or
okay. At
All
least
right.
third base.
Yeah,
like,
okay,
maybe.
okay.
What do you think Destiny's version of like something in between?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
missions
Destiny
would
doesn't
be?
have that. Like
Okay.
Destiny is like paper thin storytelling in
Right.
between missions.
Nobody in
Like,
Destiny
I'm hoping,
fucks.
I'm hoping this has.
There was
something.
some like Destiny 2. I feel like had some pretty
There's-
good
they
single player
started
stuff. where
getting
you're-
there, yeah.
Yeah, like where you're
Yeah.
changing the world a bit to be like, oh, I've changed. You can go to a different base.
Yeah.
Right? Like that
Right.
was
Yeah,
cool.
they talk about changes to the world in this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so if
sounds
we,
sort of like that.
if we see that,
Yeah.
that might be neat. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoy that. Even in like the Division, when you're building your own,
Right.
Hey, I unlocked the medical thing. And it
Yeah, but
shows
like
up.
I feel like this game looks like it has some of the limitations that I found frustrating in games like The Division of like, oh, if you walk out and you'll be alone in a single player instance. Like, no, I kind of like I wanted the Division streets to have other human players on them,
Right.
Yeah.
and
Not just
walking
a dark
out, yeah,
zone.
and as soon as you like the forced walk as it loads you into the instance or
Yeah.
out back into
I
the
mean,
world.
The thing with all these games is what you want is World of Warcraft, but what you get is Diablo. So it's like
Right.
go to a town and pick up stuff, but then you go out and it's you and maybe 3 other people. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not a big.
It's this weird thing
communal-
where the further we get away from it, it's like Guild Wars 1 turned out to be the most influential
Right.
game in the world,
Right.
because of what all these other games are doing, you know, and that's fine. I think I'm just looking for someone to kind of push that stuff forward in terms of just like more human interaction out in the world, you know, and Destiny kind of split the difference a little bit of just like, okay, you started this mission, even if you're out in the open world, you get loaded, instanced, and all those players are, you know, kind of shuffled away as soon as you walk through this door.
Right.
But
Like
you
months of
still had
hardship
moments where
as
you were
well.
like, oh,
Yeah.
I happened upon a player and we fought, and you know, it's like I didn't get a sense if this was going to have that one way or the other, or if this is just going to be a 4-player game that maybe has a social hub where you see more than 4 players. Yeah, I don't know. It looks neat, but
trying to think when would they show more of it before February.
I mean, outside of the Microsoft conference.
No, I mean like
Yeah.
in the coming months. You know, Gamescom, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
they're just,
Gamescom.
there has to be
Demo.
more info dump on this thing before it comes out.
They could do their own little event like
Yeah.
they've done with like
Yeah.
Battlefield.
Yeah.
stuff.
right.
There's
Yeah.
ample opportunity out there.
Huh.
Yeah, like you described this as feeling a little thin, and I feel like that kind of was everything. Like even the sports stuff felt a little
Well,
unusually
it's, you know,
thin.
it like I feel like we knew roughly what the games were going to be, you know,
Yeah.
and maybe that's on us for like, hey, we were looking for surprises, and the surprise ended up being like a mobile Command and Conquer game,
which was actually pretty.
yeah,
cool
yeah,
surprise,
it's
like I'm
not
and that SOS
kinda
game,
into that.
which,
Yeah, oh,
you know,
yeah,
which
yes,
is a
of
new
course,
thing,
yes.
and that looks cool. But it's like, you know, even when I'm going back to like the sports presentation, which is kind of their old reliable, it's like Madden had a big story mode thing last year, and that was kind of like potentially a new exciting direction, and they kind of talked about none of that.
The NBA thing had the street like team.
Yeah, but that's just a fleshing out of a
aspects
thing they put in the last game.
Right, no, I'm saying last
Yeah.
year that was a huge part of the conference,
Yeah.
and this
So-
year they were like, hey, look, it's in it.
And the FIFA thing was we got a new license.
And the sports stuff, maybe they've realized that a large portion of their audience is not interested in that content, and so they tried to streamline the show around that because the people that care about that stuff will seek it out.
Yeah.
So there's a word from Game Informer here who has Anthem on the cover. Anthem does not have romances.
Oh,
so
It's called that right
It is
now.
a loveless
Did they
game.
tweet that, or is
Yeah.
that's like the
They
thing
must have
everybody
revealed
wants
that
to
just
know?
now.
It's like a link to an article. Yeah. But
Oh, okay. So if they've got a cover story this month, then
Yeah, it's on the
maybe,
cover,
Maybe
so-
there is a bunch of info
Yeah.
about to get out there.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, fine. As long as they've got like a good story around it, that's fine. But I don't know. I think the thing I was expecting was something with real impact, whether that was some new big announcement or that was like a really meaty Anthem segment.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like they had like again, like, you know, the two big games are Anthem and Battlefield, and like look at what that Battlefield segment was.
Yeah.
Like they're not even, you know, now they're playing FIFA. Like last year they at least were like, and stay tuned because we're going to show a bunch of Battlefield stuff from the new DLC. This seems weird.
This Origin Access premiere.
Yeah.
We'll see what that is.
So that's another one. There was the stuff in Variety with Ubisoft and you know, Phil Spencer kind of giving some lip service to our streaming future, and now here you have EA doing it too.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to be a larger story here at the show. That's weird. It doesn't feel like the time is now on the tech front.
Like a month ago, if you had asked me, "Is this the year for streaming?" I would have been like, "What?"
I would have been like,
No.
you know, yeah, like you know, broadband in this country has regressed into bandwidth caps
Right.
and all sorts of other bullshit. Like, you know, the idea of like even talking about that stuff seems crazy.
Like every few months, I'll load up PS Now and just be like, I wonder how this feels now. You know, and I've got good internet,
Yeah.
and it never feels great.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But you know, well, keep in mind, you know, it's easy to write that off when we're talking about old games and we're talking about stuff like today, right now. But if you look at the streaming future, they have like a company like EA has been working on this sort of stuff in different forms for at least 5 years now.
Right.
And the answer to the question probably ends up being you start designing games around that latency.
Right.
It's not like I'm trying to play this driving game that was designed 8 years ago, not even to be played on LCD TVs.
Right.
to suddenly be played on an LCTV through a video stream. And, you know, of course it's going to feel mushy or whatever, but if you start designing games with that mush in mind, it will be a level playing field, probably. I don't know that that's...
I don't know that we want to be encouraging them to design.
No,
for
like
mush.
I don't think that that's something that I necessarily want out of video games. Well, whatever. We've had this conversation on a podcast that will go up in a couple of days now.
Yes.
So so if you want to hear more about the streaming future,
Mush, and also where
mush.
E3 is going.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Try not to cannibalize that conversation too much, but like, not a lot of surprises at this thing.
You know, Sony announced all their stuff ahead of time.
Sony announced all their stuff.
They'll have some third-party stuff, I think.
Yeah,
but
Bethesda announced a bunch of stuff. Ubisoft announced stuff. Like,
yeah.
Everyone's trying to get their little window that they can own.
It's
Yeah,
a weird
like
thing.
big reveals at E3, maybe not such a big thing anymore.
We'll see. You know, there's still some stuff out there. Warner WB Games Brazil changed its Twitter image to this, you know, starry backgrounded thing.
Yeah.
Like there could be a Rocksteady game shown at a press conference or something.
Yeah,
like,
but even
who
then,
knows?
Imagine if Rage 2 hadn't been leaked.
Yeah. Yes.
That'd be a surprise.
Yeah, that'd be a good weird one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Well, we'll see. That's actually, and also the other weirdness about this year is that's it from us for streams today. That's Saturday.
Yeah.
And we've got appointments to go see games today and stuff, which is I think the earliest that we've done stuff like that.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's just in a hotel room.
Yeah. Because it's Saturday. The show floor is probably barely built by now.
Yeah.
Like it's still set up tear down wristbands over at the convention center. It's not even wear your badge.
There's still teams who are screaming at each other right
now.
now.
Yeah. They're just starting to scream.
Yeah, that's where the action is.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyone else have any further thoughts on Electronic Arts?
I wish Command & Conquer was out on iOS.
Yeah.
I would like to play that.
All right. Well, you can steal Jason's phone.
Jason, go download Command & Conquer.
And maybe we can check it out. So we'll be back. What's our time tomorrow? We're looking to start about a half hour, 15 minutes-ish before each of the press conferences over the course of these next few days.
Who's first? Is it
Microsoft will be tomorrow.
Microsoft
12:30 p.m. is when we're due to be up on the internet. So join us tomorrow, and we will have more to say about the Microsoft. Hey, the Forza Horizon, probably.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So
Gears.
yeah, probably Gears.
Are you excited about that Xbox?
I want to be.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll see if it happens.
We'll see what they got. You know, that's we'll see what they got. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with more.